So I'm at school, and despite the crap day that I've had at work, my mood instantly changed. First off, I'm in traffic, obviously. It's stop and go. Literally, it took me an hour to get from exit 68 to exit 46. So 22 miles took me an hour. So I'm sitting in traffic, I got my top down, I'm having a good time, you know, I'm listening to music, just enjoying the weather. Sun's in my eyes, but you know, it's not getting me down. And anyway, this like dude next to me in a Honda and his little girlfriend with them, like they look at me and he's like, nice car, and I'm like, thank you. And then, you know, we go our separate ways because my lane was moving faster than his after that. And anyway, so I pull up into the school, and as soon as you enter the school, you've got a roundabout. Well, you pull into the school, you got the right of way. I mean, you don't have to yield to no one. This idiot car just like stops. Like, just stops. So, I've got an exhaust now. I rev my engine. He goes. He starts to leave. So, actually, anyway, so he leaves, and I'm looking to make sure he didn't like gash my top or something like that, which I've got a rip right here, but I don't think he did that. Anyway, so I need a new top. Anyway, so he leaves, and like he starts to go. So I do a U-turn, and I parallel park next to the sidewalk. And then these two lesbians come up. Like, they're in their car, and they stop, and they're like, man, nice car. That's so cool. And I'm like, thank you. So I get out of my car, I get my books, because I don't know if my teacher wants it on paper or if he wants it online through, like, Blackboard. So, just to be safe, I did it both ways. And, I'm getting out of my car. Well, there's that freaking Expedition right there. That stupid Expedition I read my engine at parks right behind me. And I'm like, what the heck? You know, it's kind of sketching me out. Anyway, so I take a Snapchat of my car and this blue BRZ that I'm like in love with because it's blue. And I love blue. And it's like the electric blue, and it's so freaking cool looking. So I take a Snapchat, post it. I'm like, you know, one day I'll have one. And there's, you know, just sitting in the car with the car on looking at me. I start walking into the library to do like my online assignment type deal, and I'm kind of looking at the car, like I'm, you know, checking, make sure they ain't getting out and do something stupid, because I mean, this is Greenville and these people are really, really crazy. So I, you know, go through the first door of the library, and I look back just to make sure they haven't gotten out of the car yet. And there's a little, you know, little African-American girl, and I was like, oh, I'm so sorry I didn't even see you. And I, you know, tried to hold back the door, but she was already in. She's like, oh, it's fine. You didn't see me. I'm like, well, I'm sorry. And she's like, it's okay, it's okay. And I said, I kept looking, making sure those people weren't doing nothing to my car, because I kind of revved my engine at them because they stopped at the roundabout. And she's like they stopped? I said, yeah, they literally stopped and like stayed stopped for like, I don't know, 10, 15 seconds. And I said, it really don't seem that long, but when you've got the right of way and you're like, why aren't you going? You know, it's like 10, 15 second red light. She's like, well, people here are slow. And I said, yeah. She's like, which car did you have? And I said, I got the little red one. And she said, no way, I love that little car. I see it all around campus. I'm like, well, thank you. She's like, it's such a cool looking car. And I'm like, well, thank you. And I mean, honestly, my mood, like as soon as I clocked out, I went from like just irritable, don't talk to me, to just kind of just screw it, I'm gonna have a good day regardless. And then all this happened, and I'm like, people like my car. I mean, exterior wise it's complete shit. I mean, I got clear coat peeling all over the driver door. The back of it's freaking plastic dipped black, and it's peeling in certain spots. So I mean, I don't know. I'll eventually respray it. It's like I told Chelsea, right now we're worrying about the performance and suspension, and then I'll start worrying about the body. Because, I mean, I would like to do a wide body kit on this, because they look so good with a wide body kit. And, you know, get wider tires. I'm going to do a 5-lug wheel hub, just because it's so hard to find the wheels I want in the 4-lug. And it'll open me up to, you know, a whole new path of wheels. And then I can get wider wheels, you know, nice tires, have some nice fitment. But, anyway, I'm like super happy that all this is happening right now. But I gotta go to metallurgy class, which, if you've never had metallurgy, is literally like, just like chemistry, except for you're only studying metals. It's like, oh, this alloy, you know, put phosphorus in the, use phosphorus as an alloy for iron, and it makes it harder. But with hardness, you lose ductility and all this other stuff. And talking about the lattices and how, you know, the lattices, different lattices affect how strong it is and how ductile it is, and, you know, its hardness. And it's just, it's boring. It's so freaking boring. And we got this one kid in my class, which I think is hilarious, because he is the one that, like, tries to be a teacher pet but gets on the teacher's last nerves. So I had him last year in one of my classes, and he drove me up the wall, but I kind of sat away from him, so he didn't really bother me too much. So anyway, like, this class is a small class. I mean, I'm like in the specialty classes, so, you know, it's not all these nursing and freaking criminal justice people in class with me anymore. But he's like super freaking annoying. We're talking about iron and metal, and he's over there wanting to ask the teacher about freaking ammonia. And we're like, that's not a metal, for one. Why the hell does it matter, for two? And can you shut the fuck up? And it's honestly, today is going to be the 3rd class. And the 2nd class, there was already people like, I'm going to kill him. I'm literally going to beat the shit out of him in the parking lot. This one guy pulled out a knife, and he like looked at me because he sat in front of me. He pulled out a knife. He's like, I swear to God, I swear to God. Because he was sitting kind of next to him the 1st class, and then he moved on the opposite side of the room to get the hell away from him, and then he wants to sit in the middle of the back row. And I mean, there's only 2 rows of chairs, and then the freaking idiot, he like has to be center of attention. He got out, like, he stepped out of class to answer a phone call, and he like banging around with his boots on. Just, I mean, he's one of those I want to be country. Like, all he wants to talk about is deer hunting and field dressing. And I mean, I'm not a hunter. I don't really give a shit about hunting, but I highly doubt he knows what he's talking about, because last semester whenever I had class with somebody who actually was a little redneck, he was like, yeah, he's a dumbass. He don't know what he's talking about. So he steps out with his freaking loud freaking boots on, clumbering all over the place. And anyway, like, he answered a phone call. He's like, hey, can I call you back? And then he comes back in, and he makes it like this huge public announcement. Sorry, I've got something important to attend to. So he steps out, you know, again, clumbering his boots around, making noise. He walks to the left of the door. Like, he goes out the door, takes a left, and you can hear him going down the hallway. And then not even 30 seconds later, he goes to the right. But like, as soon as he walked out that door, everybody leaned back in the chair and was like, thank God. Then after class, like, we were all kind of just putting around, getting out of class, just, you know, shooting the shit, getting to know everybody. Anyway, like, all the people that sat around me were like, I swear to God, I want to smack the shit out of him. And I looked at the dude next to me, because he's actually sitting like right next to this freaking idiot. And I'm like, you're sitting next to him, just smack him inside the head. He pulls out a, I can't think of the name of it anymore. Anyways, like, sorry, Chelsea called. Anyway, like, it's a little metal thing, and it's like this long and this heavy, and you just set it on a piece of metal, and you hit it with a hammer, and it makes a little dimple, and then whenever you go to drill, your drill bit isn't going, is staying in that little dimple. He pulls it out, and he's like, I'll hit him with this. And I looked at it, and he like handed it to me, and the freaker weighed about 1.5 pounds, and I'm like, oh god. So, like, everybody hates this kid. And I meant to pick up some duct tape from work before I came here, but I had such a hellacious day at work. I literally ran out the daggum door, middle fingers in the air. Bye. Because my birthday's tomorrow. Well, yeah, I don't know when this video is going to be uploaded. My birthday's tomorrow, the 19th, and then I got the 19th, 20th, and 21st off for my vacation, and I kind of suck at life because I didn't use all my vacation days. So I had like 16 vacation days, which is like 2 more days off, like paid, and I didn't use them, and they don't roll over because 21st is the last day to have it, and I'm off till the 21st. But tomorrow gonna be a big day. I'm gonna wake up, go back to my store, even though I'm off. I'm buying my 21st birthday present. I'm super excited, and I think Thomas might be coming over to play with it a little bit. And I gotta go to class. Unfortunately, I was gonna try and skip my math class, which is a midday on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 12:45. That way, and I mean, I would have had to go to my physics because it's a lab, and I gotta go up to all the labs. I can miss one lab, but I'm saving that just in case something crazy happens. I usually get sick around this time of year, so, you know, I don't want to miss a lab. So, anyway, yeah. But, kind of sucks that I gotta go to math because we're doing a freaking project, and I gotta figure out who my freaking group is, and I'm really hoping my group isn't like this crap freaking group of idiots, but whatever. But I gotta go to class. Sorry about the short post, but it's been a crazy day. And I'll be sure to do a nice, cool video for my birthday tomorrow. And also, me and Chelsea are going to Motor Trend Saturday, if any of y'all are going to be there. I think it's TD Convention Center. I'm pretty sure that's what it's called. And I go every year. Chelsea went with me last year, and she absolutely loved it. And I wasn't going to go this year just because that's the Saturday I've, you know, got a kind of a busy scheduled day planned. I'm going to pick up one of my buddy's Jeeps, and she needs a tune-up, and they were going to charge her like $250 to do a tune-up, and I said, just buy the spark plugs, buy the oil, buy the, you know, oil filter, I'll change it, no problem. I'll come up here. I said, you know, well, you know, I'll just come pick it up somewhere and knock it out for you, bud. And she was like, okay, I appreciate it, thank you. So, gonna do that. Go to the Motor Trend because Chelsea actually wanted to go, which, I mean, I did want to go, but I didn't want to drag her because I kind of drug her last year. But, I don't know. My parents usually go with me, but they flat out said no this year. But, anyway. I'm gonna go to class and hopefully get through these next 2 grueling hours alive without killing someone. I swear to God, where's my duct tape?